Okay, how's it going, everyone? My name is John, and yeah, I'm starting a little art channel thing, but I'd like to keep it real, I guess. Yeah, I noticed before. I well, I should have recorded this while I was drawing it first. I'm just getting back into art, and I'd really just, I'd really like to just keep it going instead of doing it for a little bit, turning it off, turning it on, off, on, off, on. Yeah, I just want to do what I like, work for something bigger than myself. And I guess that'll bring me to a book that I read, or books that I do read, called it's like an Allatra, called the Allatra series. It's like has a bunch of primordial knowledge and just a lot of cool life lessons, practices, and that unites all people and all things. And yeah, so this is a painting, well, this will be a painting that I'm doing, and yeah, I already started the drawing. I kind of got the reference from Nikolas Roerich. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right, but yeah, he was like a Russian Buddhist monk, philosopher, scientist, artist guy, which is kind of like all the things I'm into and all the things I'm trying to gain more of for myself. And what comes along with that is mostly sharing with others. So you can't keep knowledge all to yourself, and I've learned that it's good to share, and it brings people together and creates beautiful things instead of ugly things. So yeah, I'm just gonna get this started. I'm just gonna erase a couple lines, but I guess I'll talk about Allatra, what I know about it, or how I know it so far. It's they have a TV series on YouTube called the Allatra TV, and they have it in a bunch of different languages, so everybody can learn from that. And Allatra is the creating power of the universe, the creative force of the universe that's in everything. So like, what gives, what creates the world, what gives power to thoughts, power to ideas, new creations. So I guess that's kind of what art is, is you're creating, So I guess it all kind of ties in, and the more I read about it, and the more I practice spiritual practices, which is pretty much which is meditation. Whoever's into that type of stuff, but it just talks about a lot of cool things that you don't hear, you don't learn from those gurus on YouTube or anything. So yeah, there's a real cool guy. His name's Igor Mikhailovich. and he teaches life lessons. Yeah. So the first I found Allatra from I think it might have been YouTube. I was searching through a bunch of like esoteric, occult knowledge, old books like the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, like Rosicrucian mysteries, all that kind of stuff, and they all hid it. It kind of left everything hidden and didn't really tell you everything there was. I felt so. I was just kept on searching and searching, and it brought me to Allatra. So if you search, what is that? If you seek, you shall find. So that's what I found, and that's what I enjoy. And yeah, it's brought me back to finding what I enjoy, and you should do what you love to do. So I enjoy drawing because it kind of puts me in a different conscious state. And that's what the Allatra books talk about a lot, is being in a better conscious state of mind. So with that, I guess we're just gonna go into this. Yeah, you guys can check Allatra out online, YouTube. They got everything. They're in a lot of places right now, so there's a lot of resources, and they explain them a lot clearer than I can to you. So yeah, I'm gonna try to start this watercolor using my acrylics, and just gonna see where it goes. It's kind of like I should have recorded me doing this, but I just got a reference of the woman sitting, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And then I started just, these are lotus flowers. These are all lotus flowers and flowers in nature, and this is like symbolic of the four essences of man or woman. Yeah. Okay. So I think I'm gonna start with the lightest colors. I guess watercolor, you start with the lightest colors first, and then move to dark. So we're just gonna see how it goes. All right. I guess we'll start in the sky. I should probably get a bigger brush. Not too big though. Maybe something like that. Yeah. All right. So I guess I kind of got put off from art because I was always trying to get things perfect with anatomy and whatnot and proportions. But then I realized, it doesn't really matter as long as there's a good feeling behind it and some information, and as long as you like to do it. So let's just get this started. So and I'm just getting used to watercolor and painting, so this is all new for me, and I hope you enjoy it. Sorry there. So I'm not using actual watercolor, but it's acrylic, so I guess you can use it as watercolor. Yeah, that's a cool little blue. I like how watercolor just kind of keeps it random, you know? It's dark, it's light. It's kind of difficult to work with, but it's cool. Yeah, this paper isn't the greatest quality. None of this is really the greatest quality, but you work with what you get, you know? It's funny how things in life work out. I'm a laborer by trade. I do flooring. If you can't tell by my crazy hands, they're pretty beat up. So it doesn't give me much time for art, but I do have free time this week. So I figured, why not? It's something I been wanting to do for a while. And of course you get put off by other things. And when you want to do something, you ever notice like, work comes up, or you start working crazy hours, or life, or family, or there always seems to be something that'll pop up, but you always have the choice to do that or to do what you enjoy. And I've realized this, I've been thinking about that a lot lately, or at least, trying not to think about it a lot lately, and just getting a better understanding of myself and the world as a whole. And there's a lot I do not know, a lot more that I should learn, or that I feel other people should know about. You should know about how this world operates. And Allatra is the only place that I found that describes the essence of why we're here, us humans, or us, why are we being here? I feel like that's the number one question most people, when they really get down to it, that they ask themselves or try to answer when life gives you troubles. It was just kind of gotta step back and see, look inside yourself. And Allatra is what's inside of everybody and everything. So when I started to learn that, it definitely changes you. When you get information, when you get new information about the world, I mean, the whole universe, different dimensions, you know, I feel like that's what knowledge, you know, that's what knowledge is, you know. Just to help you grow into whatever it is you want to be. So the lotus flower has become something pretty, I wouldn't say important, but something I think about a lot because of Allatra. There's a practice in Allatra called the lotus flower, and it's pretty cool. It teaches you how to grow love in yourself. And when you do tap into it, it's pretty freaking cool. It's like a whole different world, you know, that's inside of you. And I think Nikolas Roerich, I think he knew a lot about that. He studied a lot of that, and yeah, I think a lot of great artists and great writers or great or just any people that influence the world or influence people greatly by words or actions or creativity. Either they learned it from someone else or they had their own intuitive knowledge, I feel. But most learn it from other places because it is like a secret, you know? Like they've always tried to keep it a secret from people what they really are, which is kind of sad. If you read the Allatra books, you get to learn a lot about the history of, you know, where and who has been hiding information and using it for their own purposes, which are usually not spiritual purposes. Okay. I think that's pretty cool. Pretty cool sky. Don't really want too many just plain white spots. So I'm just gonna try to fill them in. Yeah. Okay, so I think we got a sky here, folks. Yeah, let's let that dry for a bit. I'll get a smaller brush for this. See, I'm not very in tune with my brushes. I don't really know what's what or what size does what, or you know. But I do like to draw, so why not just give it a go? And that's the cool thing. I mean, I'm gonna talk about Allatra a lot. So the cool thing about Allatra is that it's not limited to anything. It's not limited by any space or time. So I guess that's what I like about Nikolas Roerich too. Is like a lot of his paintings. Some of them were out of, kind of brought you into a different dimension, a different space of time. So, okay, I think we're gonna go to a different color now. Actually, I should probably get so these mountains. Yes, and I think I'm going to do them just like gray mountains, you know. Oops. Maybe like a gray blue mountain. Yeah, something like this. Something light. Something pretty cool. Yeah. So with watercolors, I guess you have to go from light to dark. So that's what I'm gonna try to do here. And so I guess I'll try to explain. So this is the Allatra symbol. So like it's just like a crescent. So her arms are kind of like a crescent, and then it's a circle. So a crescent and a circle is the Allatra symbol. And it's the oldest symbol recorded, I'm pretty sure. All the information about it. It's the oldest living sign, and it's and that's kind of what it is. It's like it's a doorway to the spiritual world, to the spiritual dimension. It opens up. And it's in everybody, and it comes from your soul. So your soul is connected with Allatra. Well, they call it Allat. It's called the Allat symbol. Allatra, I think, is just the name of the book. Oh, it's getting a little dark on me. So I am going to have to probably do this in 2 videos because my battery is dying. Like all things in this world, they haven't tapped into the inexhaustible energies yet that are available. So until then, we're still gonna have to charge our phones. But I think this is coming out pretty cool so far. Sorry for the shaky camera. I don't have the greatest camera stand, so you just gotta bear with me there. For the most part, I'm gonna try to get better at videos, and the only way to do that is by practicing. And I'm gonna try to share any knowledge I can share with you guys. Any new things that I learn, and I just think there's nothing really else better I can do with my time. So with that, yeah, I'm just gonna stop it here and see what we got. See ya.